this part that I'm fishing today, this stretch is open all year. I pretty much never fish it, only a couple times a year in summer I have a look, just because it's not usually full of fish. It's usually quite barren, and I've turned up to do a special little video today. I'm testing out this awesome little combo I just bought off the internet. It's like I'm doing a bit of a challenge really. I had to spend $50 and I had to get both a rod and a reel, a fly rod and reel, so fly fishing combo. So here's what I turned up with. After a bit of looking on Asian websites, Chinese websites, this rod is a 9-foot 5 weight from Lixida. It's called the Kingfisher 4-piece. It's really nice, fast action, quite light, good finishes. Everything looks awesome. $25, $25 for the equivalent of an Airflow $100. So this $25 rod. The reel is a Leo SL 85 5 to 6 weight reel. This one cost $25. So altogether $50. The line there is just an old Airflow I had, so I just chucked it on there, 5 weight, floating. And I've turned up to the river. Hopefully we have a fun day, test out the new rod and see if we can catch some fish. Stay tuned. And I've just gone to have a bit of a fish first down here, sort of get a feel for the rod, and I've hooked up straight away on the worm. And initial impressions, rod, amazing, honestly. 5 weight rod, casts like a dream. I can't believe I got this for $25. I actually can't. I'm gonna have to go and buy like 5 more of them, so if I ever run out I'll have more, because probably the best quality buy I've ever done in my whole life. I mean, I hooked a snag and I've yanked the crap out of it to try and get the hooks off it, and I gotta tell you guys, this thing can take some, like I was worried because it was $25 it was gonna snap it at a good rod bend, but no. I bloody yanked the crap out of a snag, and let me tell you, it took it well. Reel's also really nice too. It's nice and light, powerful, quite smooth. Very smooth reel. I think it's time to net this fish. Got him. Lovely little rainbow actually. Alright, there it is, worm. Squirmy worm, just nicked in the corner of the mouth. And there he is, first fish on the new rod. Very fat, healthy little rainbow. That was one cast, man. One cast onto the lip where I knew a fish would be. Probably a bunch of them on there though, so I'm going to try to keep this guy downstream. Very small fish, ate the worm. Surprisingly, because I was expecting them to be munching on the soft tackle. I was thinking, man, there's gotta be one up where it drops off. Fished it for a while, didn't hook up, turned camera off, cast back in, a little further over, and straight away hook up to this lovely little hard fighting rainbow on the soft tackle. He's not big at all, he's quite a tiddler, but still awesome to be hooked up in fish number 3. The rod's doing its job very well, I've got to say. Thanks, bro. It's perfect. There we go, it's out. Off he pops. And that's just a little, well, I call it a soft tackle because I tied 3 soft tackle and 3 not soft tackle. They just, basically this one wasn't a soft tackle, but it was modelled after a soft tackle. So basically this nymph, what I did was I got a heap of fluffy dubbing and just piled it on, and then I just draped it back over the hook with a bit of Velcro, and you just trail that behind the bomb and it just catches crazy amounts of fish. So I've hooked into a fairly nice rainbow here on the spiky, dubby, fluffy, unweighted behind the worm, And basically, right, I put one cast over there, which is a very highly populated feed lane in summer. There's usually about between 3 and 7 fish sitting in it eating off the top in summer. Every time I've gone there for the last bunch of seasons. And today's just after winter finish, so early spring, so I wasn't expecting to see any rises. I saw one big rise down there, but I left it because it didn't come back up in the last 20 minutes. But anyway, I put a cast over into that little feed lane there, even though there was no rises. And as soon as it landed, the indicator shot downstream like way too fast for the current. So I lifted into this guy, and hooked into a lovely rainbow. Oh crap, is going down into all the snags below me, which is probably not good. Actually, I filmed one of my videos here. I think it's called, if you want to have a look at it, I think it's called something like afternoon dry fly fishing or afternoon quick fish or something like that. And it's just about like coming up here and catching a ton of fish on small CDC dries. Yeah, he'd probably be fish of the day. He's about 38-40 centimeters. That's a small little rainbow trout, but quite pretty. Oh shit, there he is. Same as before. In that feed lane, as soon as you put a cast over into that feed lane under the bubble line there, you hook a fish basically. That's 2 casts and 2 fish on basically instantly as soon as it enters that little feed lane on the far side there. Just like in summer, they all sit, oh, it's a brown, yes! I was just saying how much I wanted a brown, and it's a brown, yes! That's like 2 casts after I said I wanted a brown real bad. He's eating the worm. That is crazy. Damn, he's fat. Oh, he's come off. He actually ate the soft tackle. I'm gonna net this guy because he's about to pop off. Oh, splash the crap out of my face. Oh, real quick, and there's lovely fat little brown trout. And airplane going overhead. And off he goes. Beautiful little fish. Another cast, and the indicator was doing all sorts of weird crap while I was trying to mend. And I was thinking, oh, it's just because I'm mending weird. And I went to set the hook after a while when it was just bobbing about a bit weirdly, and I foul hooked quite a good rainbow, which is quite bad because he's right over some snags, and when they're foul hooked they tend to fight quite a lot harder and you can't really turn them, and the hook can pull pretty easily. So I'm going to be careful with this guy. But this is a small fish. Oh, this is a tiddler. What? That was crazy. The sheer amount of time that this guy took me to reel in, my arm's basically dead. He took like 10 minutes to land, and that's a tiddler. Bloody small. Anyway, he's real fat, real fresh, and he swam off fine, so he's not drowned, so that's good. There it is. 5 fish out of the same run. That is crazy. That is crazy, yo. This feels quite small, but oh, actually no, it's not bad. It's bigger than I thought. 5 fish from one little feed lane, but that's what I was telling you guys before. This is a very good hot spot just here. This is a rather nice fish. I think this could be a good brown. I don't know. I can't really determine the species, but I'll tell you one thing, you guys. This $50 rod reel combo is doing the damage. Come on, fish. Put up a good account of yourself, but it's time to come in. Oh, very pretty fish, and very fat too. Not a big brown, but he's a lovely, great condition fish with heaps and heaps and heaps of energy. Crazy amount of energy left. Holy cow, this guy's fat. Just in my hand, he's like a little football. Wow, that is an absolute football. It's going back. There he is. Lovely caddis. Here he is, guys. Just a little taste caddis. Head popping out. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Caddis? Put you back. Just drift along, find yourself a little perch. As soon as you put caddis underwater, here's another one, man. There's heaps of caddis flying past. As soon as you put them underwater, their whole body comes out of its shell and they try to grab onto stuff. It's pretty cool. That's oh no, it's a nice rainbow actually. Come on, fish. Let's get you in. Oh, he might not be fish of the day, but he's good. And it's all out. That's good. Get this fish back in the water, shall we? There he is. Little rainbow. Back in. Swims off. Awesome. Alright guys, we'll go back in. It's getting a bit windy, wind's all picking up. As you can probably tell by those trees and stuff, it's all blowing in the wind, but I don't mind so long as it's blowing upstream so I can cast with it instead of against it. So stay tuned and we'll get back in the water. Oh, that was a fish. Bugger, he's gone. But that's just the way of this water, this river. It's full of smaller fish. Well, when I say full, I might catch, like, this time of year I might catch 20 in a day if I'm lucky as, and they'll all be about this size. There'll be like the odd, like very rare larger one that'll be like up to 3 pound, and then there'll be a couple of, you know, sardines. Off it goes. Lovely little 2 pound football on the little fly swap fly. I did a fly swap on Facebook. I hosted, and a bunch of guys did it, 12 or 13, I think it was actually 14 guys, and that was one of them, little emerging caddis imitation, and I've caught a bunch on them, so they work well. Only just coming up here do I realise how much colour there is. It's actually got a tea coloured tinge on it, so it's going to be good for the worms. Actually, I tied 8 worms this morning, so definitely the right choice. I could have tied anything, but had a small time limit, wanted to tie what I thought would do the damage, and as you can see, she's tea coloured, so worms is definitely going to be the go today. That should go over him, hopefully. Yeah, oh, he grabbed it. I got him. First, straight away, hook up. Yeah, go downstream to get this guy. Man, he moved like a metre to eat that. I just saw him swerve off. There's the smaller fish there. Here's my fish though. My fish is actually quite a good one. Compared to that other fish, this one's at least twice the size. Crap, is going under all sorts of snags. Come out of there. Get the hell out of there. He's under the snags. I need to get him out. Get out. Okay, he's out. Got him out. Just. The line will be a bit tagged up because he got under heaps of snags, and I felt it grating away at the snags. Man, he's just sticking his head under anything he can, bro. Get out of that stuff, man. Yeah, so this fish I was first going for was only like half the size of this. Lovely brown. Man, that's great. That's a great start. There's the lovely little brown trout. Beautiful little fish. Gorgeous start to the day. I'm going to put a cast over where it was. and hopefully he'll come and eat it because he was so keen, man. Oh, he's looking at the dry fly. He ate the dry. Got him. Brown on the dry fly. How the hell is that? That is freaking so sick. I actually can't believe I just got a dry fly fish right now. Yeah, boys. I am on the big size 12 humpy. Oh, splashed me all over the face. Where are you? What are you doing? Lovely brown. I'll back off real quick. This is a lovely brown. There he is. Lovely brown. About 2.5 pound. Very awesome fish. Still super fresh, swimming straight upstream. Gosh, you guys would not believe what just happened. I was just standing here. I've just changed to a tiny little dry fly. I've been wondering what's been going on with these fish in this pool because they keep moving around the place and rising, but very, very occasionally, and every time I see one rise in front of me, he's always got a little mate with him. So I just went to grab a drink of water, and as I was clipping the bottle back into my belt, the fish that were rising came to me, and there was about 6 or 8 brown trout about that long each, just 30 centimeter fish, all in a little school, and they were just cruising along together like this. Came right to my right here, and then they saw me and turned around and swam that way. What the heck was that? There's like schools of trout. You don't see that too often. That's the last thing I was expecting, man. Scared the shit out of me when I burst out from under this tree. Blimmin' hell.